So a few weeks after Moon Girl got cancelled, we got the news that there was an entire finished episode that was pulled from circulation. The excuse given was that it would be upsetting to people given the current political climate. Then, a day later, the entire episode got leaked. So what was the episode about? Well, the rival girls volleyball coach wants to keep the other team's captain from playing because she was assigned male at birth. Yeah, Disney is full of fucking cowards. Disney's history with LGBTQ+ representation has been a roller coaster of expectations. And not only that, it's entirely inconsistent. With their movies, it's always, this movie will feature Disney's first ever gay character. Every single time. Except it's always done in a way that could be switched around or reinterpreted for plausible deniability so that they don't lose money in countries that are anti-LGBT. LeFou in Beauty and the Beast reboot is supposedly gay, but the only evidence to suggest this is him dancing with a man at the end while that man is dressed like a woman. But you could easily interpret this as LeFou being a doofus who doesn't know any better and thinks he's dancing with a woman. Onward had a female cop who talked about her wife suffering from the same issue that the main character was going through at that moment. Overseas? Nope, that cop has a husband now. Lightyear had a few seconds of two women kissing together in a scene. An incredibly short scene, one that could be easily removed from the film upon overseas release and not change the story whatsoever. It took until 2022 for Disney to finally make a movie starring a fully out, not hinted at in the slightest, not open for interpretation or re-editing, gay main character. And the movie bombed. Partly due to disinterest in the public because, let's be honest, Strange World looked kinda boring. Partly due to Disney not wanting to release it overseas period because of said gay lead. Disney television animation is a bit more consistent with its rep compared to its movies, albeit they still show their cowardice. Gravity Falls, Deputy Blubbs and Durland are only allowed to show their feelings for each other in the final episode. Star vs. the Forces of Evil, Jackie Lynn Thomas is out and open as a lesbian, again in the final episodes of the show. Amphibia, we get 3 same-sex couples and a non-binary character? Disney, you spoil us. Except the non-binary character is only revealed to be non-binary in material released after the show had ended, and only one couple shows up for more than one episode before they straight up vanish before the series goes back to its setting of Amphibia. Meanwhile, the other two are only confirmed as same-sex couples alongside Sasha's sexuality in, say it with me now, the final episode. Big City Greens and the Ghost and Molly McGee dared to give us same-sex couples before their series was confirmed cancelled. Now aren't they just a couple of rebels?
She just loves the Niçoise salad! At least someone likes my cooking, Terry.
Except in the Ghost and Molly McGee, Jeff and Jeff are the only ones that are more than just background characters and actually get episodes starring them. You see what I'm doing here? Do you sense the pattern? There may not be any plausible deniability in Disney television animation. They're definitely more out and open about their rep, but now there's a different problem in that they don't want to fucking commit to it. In almost every case of Disney television animation, LGBT rep is either kept in the background, like with those couples at the concert in Star Vs, hidden behind very vague wording, like Penumbra confirming she's a lesbian in DuckTales 2017.
No, we are not enemies. I just do not wish to date an Earth male.
Oh, that's way easier.
Or saved when a show gets canceled or finished, and by that point, it's too late for Disney to tell them no. That or their sexualities are only confirmed in incredibly subtle ways. Like these two characters in Amphibia being both bisexual and pansexual respectively, because their designs are meant to evoke the colors of their flags. The only Disney cartoon that dared to be bold and out, to be here and queer and to tell everyone to get used to it was The Owl House. You have a bisexual, gender non-conforming main lead with Luce, Willow has 2 dads, Amity is a lesbian, Masha V and Rain Whispers are all non-binary, all of them having some importance to the plot in one way or another, and identified using they/them pronouns. King's dad, by his usage of the phrase king and queen, best of both worlds, is confirmed to be intersex. And this is all just stuff confirmed in the show. That's not even getting into the supplementary material, where Dana Terrace just goes all in and confirms the following. Ida and Hunter, bisexual. Willow, pansexual. Lilith, Arrow Ace. The Collector, non-binary. Eberwolf, genderqueer. But of course, we all know what happened to the Owl House. In the arms of the angel. Now, their reasoning for cutting the Owl House admittedly had nothing to do with any of the LGBT representation within. It was all about the fact that it was serialized, but that doesn't stop fans from feeling a type of way about it. Going back to the beginning of this video now, this episode of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur was their chance to do a first for them. An on-screen, properly named, properly established trans character. No implied to be trans through stickers or flags. No hiding them in the background in the hopes that nobody would notice. No letting the audience interpret it for themselves. Bold, in your face, out and out saying, I'm trans.
I'm trans. My very existence breaks Greer's rules.
And with a topic so sensitive that even more progressive people can have a hard time discussing it. The idea of trans people, trans women in particular, participating in sports.
But is it fair? This is a girls' volleyball league. Only girls can play.
Brooklyn is a girl, and she's gonna play.
And believe me, I've seen the episode, and there really isn't anything upsetting about it. There isn't any discussions about Brooklyn pre or post transition, or what she had to do to transition. She's just a trans girl, and she's captain of the volleyball team. And the episode expounds on the struggles that she has to face in getting people to accept her as a woman.
It's just, how many doors? How many doors do I have to break through until they stop locking me out? I'm so tired.
Doesn't matter how many doors people like you slam in my face. With my fight, plus my crew backing me up, I'm always gonna find my way out.
That's all that's said, and that's all that really matters. And yet they found this episode to be too jarring for audiences and pulled it from release. Thank God for the leak, so that we could see for ourselves that the episode was really no big deal. It handled the topic of transphobia in sports with the same amount of grace and poise that Moon Girl handles all of its other social commentary. I can't say I'm in any way surprised that Disney has made this decision, but all I can say at this point is, they need to do better. Hi, I'm Bi, but you can call me Crit.